I have to finish my whips, and I kind of really hate it. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what other class I have.
I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it actually is. Yeah, this is my knee. Oh, wobble. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have to finish my whips. I have to finish these whips. It's not an extensive amount. I talked about it in my what I plan to knit in December video. I have 2 whips that have been sitting in my room for too long, and I've been putting them off, and they need to be done. They need to be done. So they're going to get done in this video. This video is not ending until these whips are finished. First things first, very recognizable. These mittens, these darned mittens. I have to do one singular thumb. I realize that I really don't like working small circumferences, so I've been putting off doing this one singular thumb, but I have to do it. It's not even a lot of rows. It's like that big. I have to do it, and then I have to weave in my ends, and then these mittens will be done. They will be done. I don't know why I'm putting it off so much. It's literally not that hard. It's really easy. It's not like I have to do any decreases or anything. I literally just have to pick up the stitches and knit them, but I really just don't like knitting in small circumferences. Next time I make mittens, no tabby mittens, because knitting this and this, it's been a lot for me. Secondly, if you've been watching for at least a month or two now, this darned cardigan, I finished one sleeve. I have one more sleeve, neck ribbing, button band, buttons, done. That's all I have left. I've been putting it off. It was on timeout for a few weeks, if you remember back in one of my videos. I talked about how I knit the entire sleeve and then I knit it in the wrong size. Off camera, I went back and I knit the sleeve. She's now in the right size. And now I have to do the second sleeve. Only thing is, I think for Christmas or for something, I want to get myself short needles. So when I get to the end of a sleeve, I'm not as frantic. I don't know. I'm not having to either switch to my DPNs or use magic loop because I don't like doing those. I would prefer to just stay on one needle the entire time. It helps the flow better and it helps me like be able to, I don't know. It just helps me flow better when I can do that. But this cardigan, she also has to be finished, which means this video is probably going to be going on for a while. Last time we talked about this cardigan, I was scared that I was going to run out of yarn. I'm a little less scared about it because after redoing the sleeve the right size, this only ended up taking about 1 ball of yarn, and I still have some left over. And I have 2 more full balls in here. So I have around 200 something-ish. I don't have my scale in here, but I have around 200 and something-ish grams. So I feel like we should be fine because I'll use about 100 for the other sleeve, and then I'll have about another full 100 to do the button band and the neck ribbing and all that. So I think I should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. We'll see. We will see, but I'm not too worried about it now that I finished one sleeve. I have a better estimate on how much yarn it's going to take. You know what I mean? I'm glad I wasn't hasty and ordered more yarn. Other than that, not much else here to talk about. I need to go to class very soon. I need to get on the bus at 12:30. It's 12:24. So I just wanted to pop in, start this video off because I have a really bad habit of not starting videos and then thinking I started videos and then going and looking through my footage and being like, Ryan, you never started this video. Anywho, finishing whips, starting with these darned gloves.
Hi guys. Normally the mic would be connected, but I'm not in the mood to connect the mic. My hair looks crazy right now. But I don't have much of an update for you guys with the projects and whatnot. I cast it on the second sleeve for the cardigan. No, I haven't finished the mittens yet. That thumb, she'll get done. She'll get done. It's currently Wednesday. I have an exam on Friday. And I have not studied for it. It's stats. I'm not worried about my grade in that class. I think I'm extremely close to having a 100, so I'm like, I can slack off a little bit on this. I purposely try really hard on like my first few exams in classes, so when it gets to the final, I can slack off. The only class that didn't work for was ideology. I'm gonna preface this by saying that I have a really high standard for myself when it comes to my grades. So when I say some of the numbers and like the grade I have a really high standard for myself, especially because I'm going into my master's. So it's gonna sound ridiculous. Anywho, for ideology, I currently have a 93, which I think is that's on the cusp of like an A- and an A, and I want to try to have all A's this semester. So I'm gonna have to really try on that final. Think I'm good in neuro. I don't have to take my final for neuro because I did good on the first 3 exams. And, well, good. I did good on the first 2 and I did mid on the third one, but it was good enough for me not to have to take the fourth one. What other classes do I have? Sociology, I already took the final for that one, and then for my human predicament class, already took the final for that one. I don't know what other class I have. I have another class. Stats, audiology, neuro, sociology, human predicament. Oh no, that's it. And then my clinical class, but that's not really graded. I have to meet with my clinical director on, like, I think next Monday, meeting with her to sign off all of my forms and whatnot. This semester was very stressful. I'm gonna keep talking to you guys, okay? But I'm going to adjust the audio so I can walk around a little bit. Every single night, to be born again, baby, to be born again. Okay, in this bag holds a wooble. I got this at my crochet club. Yesterday was the last meeting for crochet club, and we wanted to get rid of some of the materials. And they had wooble. We had woobles in our cabinet, and I was just like, "Can I take it?" And they're like, "Yeah." So now I have a wooble. I've never done a wooble before. You guys will see this in an upcoming video. So let's go. Next, we have officially started on our second sleeve. We have 2 sleeves. Well, no, one and some change of a sleeve. No, I did a lot of this in crochet. I picked up the stitches and started working on it in crochet club yesterday. I'm very excited to get this done, but this is going to take hours to do. You want to know what's not going to take hours to do? These mittens. I'm going to knock those out right now while I have some free time. I'm going to knock the thumb of those mittens out, and then I'll block them. I've been putting it off for too long. They should not be, they should not still be whips. But, ugh. Plan for the rest of the night. It's like 7 p.m. I have nothing to do for the rest of the night. I finished the intro to my thesis and my methods section earlier when I went to the campus earlier to drop off my packages. I went to the student center and I sat down and I wrote, and then I watched the Produce 101. I'll debrief you guys about that in a minute. I did that. My next task I can't do until tomorrow because I have to have a meeting with my advisor first, and I have to be near the computers in my clinic. I'm not doing that tomorrow. I'm not going to go up there right now. One, I can't. They close at 7. But for the rest of the night, I'm going to sit in this bed, finish these mittens, finish them, finish this thumb. And then I'll get up and I'll block it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Wait, I'm kind of excited now. I'm kind of excited. Also, if the gods are listening to this right now, Ryan wants short knitting needles for Christmas for her sleeves. Thank you. I have no earthly idea. This is my knee. I have no earthly idea if I ever showed you guys that I finished these mittens. I don't remember. So if I did, ignore this part. If I didn't, I finished the mittens. So this is how the second one turned out. I like this one so much more because it's better fitted to this part of my finger. I did mess up in the thing here, but we're not gonna talk about that, okay? These, see, I messed up here. I fixed that on this one, but then I did this perfectly and I messed that up. I'm no professional. Anywho, this is our finished mittens. You can see this one fits my fingers a lot better than this one does. So, you know, next time I make mittens, I know to do this pattern instead of this one. But, well, it's my own pattern, but I have the notes for, anywho, we're finished with the mittens. I've actually been finished for quite some time now. It's been like a week, but I had to put this video on the back burner so I could finish my Christmas gifts. And now this video is back. Did you guys miss me? I know you guys missed me. These gloves are extremely warm. I actually used them the day I was moving out because it was cold. And have you ever tried carrying heavy bins with freezing hands? If you haven't, don't try. It hurts. So I was using these on that day, on move out day. And now I'm home, and unfortunately it is like 50 degrees outside. So gloves are not needed while I'm here. It's 60, can you guys see that? It's not focusing, but it's 63 degrees out. Okay, insane to think about. But I went from like 10 to 20, maybe 30-degree weather to 60-degree weather. I'm surprised I'm not sick right now. Anywho, no need to ramble. Now that we have finished this whip, we have to do the cardigan. The cardigan is the last thing that I need to do. I would love to say that I want it finished before the end of this year, but it's the 23rd. It's the 23rd. Pulling out the calendar. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more days to finish this if I want to finish it before the end of the year, which I think is plausible. I think that's extremely plausible, actually. 8 days. I need to finish a sleeve, button placket. Guys,
We might finish it for the end of the year, and I can I can mention it in my what I made in December video. Okay, I got my hopes up now. I got my hopes up now. We're finishing it in December. We're finishing it, I swear. Do I have any other projects I need to finish? I think we can do it. I do need to buy buttons though. That is the only thing I do need to buy buttons. You know, if I can finish everything but the buttons before the end of December, I'm counting it. Okay. You guys don't care. Cardigan time. Hello guys. Hello. I found my mic. Or my hook I turned into a mic. Also, like this light is so bright. I turned it on a second ago so I could film for you guys. It is so freaking bright. Right now, I wanted to show you guys this. I found out, so I've had this phone thingy for a while now, and it was to my ring light. But I like brought it here on accident one time and then accidentally left it here. I just realized, I don't know why it didn't click for me before. I can literally connect it to this tripod. This is my tripod. I usually have this on. I don't have it on there right now because, well, I wanted to see if this would work. So usually I have my camera on this, but I realized I can put this on this. And this whole time I've been raw dogging with no tripod for my phone. I've just been placing it places. But now I have a tripod for my phone because I also have my magic arm with me. I have my magic arm with me somewhere in here. So, like, that's amazing, actually. But that's not what you guys are here for. So, I'm going to show you guys an update on the cardigan. The lighting feels so orchestrated because of how bright it is. Anywho, first things first, my yarn had a baby. And she didn't take it really well. But it's okay. We must protect her. This is a few hours of work while I was watching something the other day. Right now I'm watching F1 content, if you're wondering. I think I'm watching Grill the Grid. This is how far we've got on the sleeve. This is how far we've gotten. This is my first sleeve. This is my second sleeve. So we've gotten pretty far. I think I'm at about halfway. Yeah, I think I'm at about halfway. So I'm really excited about this cardigan. I still want to finish it before the end of December, but we're cutting a little close. It's December. Oh, it's I don't know where my phone is at, but it's the 24th. It's Christmas Eve right now. So I think I can. I just really need to put in the work. I better put in some work today, and then we're going on a trip. We're going on a trip tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure, and we're gonna be driving, so it's gonna be quite the trip. It's really long. I think it's like a 6-hour drive. I'm not 100% sure. It's a long drive. So I'm going to spend a big part of those hours knitting. Well, the hours I'm not sleeping. I'm going to spend them knitting. I'm like back into the crochet knitting mood. I think that Christmas brought me back into the crochet knitting mood. So also I'm going to start, if you guys remember this, my camera is really dirty. Oh my gosh. If you remember these bad boys, I still have this left, so I want to make another hood. Oh, if you've watched my last video, my Christmas gift video, I gave my mom her hood and I gave my sister her top. They loved it. My mom loved it. She was wearing it before she left. It was 70 degrees outside. I was like, girl, you can wait till January to wear it. You don't have to wear it right now. And she's like, no. She was wearing it. She had it on, even though it's like 60 something degrees outside. And she looks so cute. I have a picture. I don't actually know where my cell phone is at, quite frankly. That's the remote. I can show you guys a picture. I'm really ranting right now. I don't care. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? Oh my gosh. She's so adorable. Focus on her. She's so adorable. That's her in her little hood. I love it so much. Anywho, that is so besides the point. What was I talking about? Right. I want to knit another hood. This yarn is more of a DK weight with these two held together. I think these are two fingering weights. Not 100% sure. I don't know what these are, but they become more of a DK weight. So I'm going to use a smaller needle, and I think I'm going to make closer to the Sophie hood. I think I want to make a version with garter stitch instead of stockinette, I'm thinking. Only thing is it's harder to count garter stitch. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do like ribbing. No, I might stick with stockinette. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to keep knitting on this, and I'll decide what to do with this. But I'm going to bring this on the trip with me in case I get bored of the cardigan, or I finish it maybe. I'm going to bring this just in case. I thought I should just talk to you guys. I ended up going on a 6-minute and 30-second rant. I don't even know what about. Anywho, if you did watch my last vlog, it's a crochet vlog, so I don't know if my crochet and knitters, I don't know if y'all intertwine like that. But I think I've chosen my F1 team, Mercedes. We're going to see by the beginning of next year if I keep that. By the beginning of the season, if I keep that. But for right now, it's Mercedes. Right behind Mercedes. Like, Mercedes is right here. Look, right behind it. Like, they're kissing. Ferrari, of course. I'm basic. My favorite driver, I think, is always going to be Lewis Hamilton until he retires. But besides Lewis, it's George Russell. If you guys weren't aware, I've been getting into F1 lately, so I've been learning more about all of it. I went to the. I'm not gonna rant to you. Actually, just gonna rant and knit. I went to the mall today, and I stopped by the Puma store to see if they had any F1 merch. Whack. Well, specifically Ferrari merch. Whack. Whack. It was so whack, but you know, that's just what happens. I do want to get some F1 merch, but I'm thinking I'll make myself some F1 merch. I really have an idea of what I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I have an idea of what I'm going to do. It'll just take, probably have to use a chart for it, which is why I haven't actually done it yet, because I don't like, because I wanted to knit it, and I don't really like using a chart when I'm knitting. So we're gonna see how that goes. Oops. Wait, hold up. Let me count my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. Okay. Anyway, I don't really like using a chart when I'm knitting, but I'm thinking of making myself, since I'll be in Europe next spring, in a few weeks actually, I'll have more access to like the yarns I actually like without having to ship them. Like I already planned out which yarn stores I'm going to. Get ready for that type of content. So I'm thinking I'll get some yarn while I'm there, and I'll make myself like an F1 hoodie or sweater or something to kick off for the year, you know, kick off for the season. I don't know if I'll finish it by the season. That would be really cool if I did. I don't know if I want it to be Ferrari or Mercedes though, but I have an idea in my head of what I want to do. I'm thinking of making a Hamilton one just because I can. But I like Mercedes team. This is getting a little. If you're an F1 baddie, leave a comment down below who your favorite team is and who your favorite driver is. And if you're not an F1 baddie, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, leave below what you're working on while you watch my video. Because for me to be talking this much and you to be watching, that means you have to be working on something. I'm sorry. So tell me down below. I also got a suggestion from somebody for like a hood pattern in my comment. You know what? I'm gonna keep ranting, and I don't need to. I need to be knitting and watching my show. Watching. I think there's George Russell on the screen right now. Actually, that's, if y'all were wondering who I'm talking about. Actually, he's right there. That's George Russell. That's my F1. That's my F1 driver. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been 10 minutes. I don't remember the last time I talked to you guys, but I do know the last time I talked to you guys, I had not finished the sleeve on this thing yet. Sleeve is finished. Sleeve is finished. It is December 30th. I went on vacation for a few days. That's when I finished this sleeve, but I got a little, like, once I finished the sleeve, I didn't want to like try to do the button band while in the car because that sounded like I was gonna make mistakes. So I shifted and made this beanie here. Lovely beanie, love it so much. It's my first time doing a beanie with DK weight yarn, so it was a learning experience. Love it though, love the pattern. It's the pretty hat by Unfinished Knits on Instagram, Tommy Knits on Ravelry. But now it's time for me to shift back to this. I am now doing the double knitted band on the cardigan. Hold up, there we go. I don't really like how bright this is. Hold up. Wrong way. I just need a little bit of light. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see it better. Double knitted band on the cardigan. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually is. So, love that. I started it like, I want to say an hour ago, and this is how much I've gotten done. I have all of this left. I'm thinking maybe 3 hours of work is what this is going to end up being. It looks so nice. I'm going to keep holding it up and showing you guys. It looks so freaking nice. I don't know why I've never knitted one before. I don't know why I've never knitted a cardigan before. Actually, this is my first cardigan. Anywho, I wanted to hop on and say, I know I said I wanted to finish this by the end of this year, like by tomorrow, the 31st, but I don't think that's going to happen because I still don't have buttons. I have to go out and get buttons. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I don't really want to go out and get buttons on New Year's Eve. We'll see. And I still have to finish the rest of the cardigan. So I think I'm gonna change like the title of this. So I think instead I just want it done before I leave for study abroad, which is January 8th. It's definitely gonna be done by then. It could definitely be done by like on January 1st. But with like the timing of when this video will come out and everything like that, definitely I just want it done before I go abroad, which it definitely will be. So that's probably what this video is going to be about, like something along the lines of like finishing cardigan before going abroad, something like that. I don't know. I probably won't keep this in the video. I'm still I am a little bit sick, so if you can hear that in my voice, you pay a little bit too much attention to me. I'm joking. But I am a little bit sick, so I'm a little congested here. My sinuses right here are a little congested. I can feel my ones here that are, who knows where there's not in here. I can feel my ones here. They're like there's a lot of pressure on them, so I know that they're congested as well. But the thing about me is I don't stay sick for long because I refuse to stay sick for long. So probably in the next few days this is going to clear up because I'm going to make it. I'm going to force it to clear up. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to knitting. I'm enjoying knitting this double. I'm enjoying knitting this. Something about the double knit is like really, really relaxing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's like because it's almost the same flow. I love knitting one by one ribbing. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I love knitting one by one ribbing. Like the switch between the knit and I love it so much. I love it. And this kind of gives me the same feeling as that. But except for I don't have to purl. So I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Okay. I'm gonna stop yapping. Double pointed needle, circular needle. Well, let's knit. I'm gonna get to knitting now. Hello guys, I have finished one button band. It's kind of hard to see. I have finished one. Let's try this bad boy on because I forgot I didn't try it on for you guys after I finished the second sleeve. It's fitting a little weird right now because of all the curling, but you can see the button band. She's straightening it out. Love that. The arms are at a good length. This is what she's looking like so far. I think she's looking lovely so far. I'm genuinely so proud of myself for getting this far into a cardigan, considering I've never made a cardigan before. There's all my stitch markers. I'm looking rough today. I'll look better later. I have to go do a photo shoot later. Anywho, yeah, I'm loving it. Once I add the second one, it's gonna like overlap like that, and it's gonna be so cute. I think it's gonna be so cute. Oh my god, I'm actually genuinely so excited for this, guys. I think I'm going to make my dad take me to Michael's because I got a Michael's gift card for my stepmom for Christmas, and I think I'm gonna make him take me to Michael's so I can get some buttons and also look at some other yarns for like other projects I want to start because I'm almost done with this one. I don't know what else to do. I also need to get yard for anywho, that is all besides the point. Right now I'm watching some Avery Paula. Normally I would be watching either Drive to Survive or One Piece, but the Netflix down here logged out, and I don't know the passwords, and I just keep forgetting to ask my dad for the passwords. Actually, I need to ask him to log in up here. So yeah, oh my god, this cardigan is gonna be so cute when I'm actually finished with it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love her so much. The color, I thought I was going to hate the color. Last night I was working on it and I was like, this is actually a really ugly red, and I kind of really hate it. But right now I'm really liking it. I think looking at the color red, I'm like, ew. But when I see it on me, I'm like, oh, it's actually kind of cute. I 100% want to remake this with like a fluffier yarn though. Like this is nice because I know I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this because I run hot, so I don't need something that's also hot. Like, if you haven't noticed, I don't wear my wool sweater a lot, and that's because it's really warm and I run really hot, so we don't mesh well. But this one I can wear layer better because it's cooler. So when I get sweaty, it's better. Okay, it's just better. Anywho, I don't like this lighting, like not one bit, but there's not much I can do about it. Anywho, I'm going to start on the second side. I'm actually gonna go eat breakfast. It's like 9 a.m. 8 or 9 a.m. It's 9:29 a.m. It's 9:29 a.m. I'm about to go eat breakfast. I'm going to start working on this. I can't wait for it to like be done and then I can block it because there's like a lot of imperfections in my tension that I'm ready to block out. Also, this yarn peels a lot already and it's kind of annoying, but I also have like a million ends I need. I have a lot to do. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's work on the second button band. I know I said I was going to be done rambling, but hold up. I also have to figure out where I'm going to put my buttons on this. They said that one button is going to go up here when I do the neck. So I have to place 6 buttons strategically along this line. I hate placing buttons because I hate placing buttons. Did this to myself. Let's do this. Okay. Button band. Number 2, the cardigan is finished. She's finished. I'm so excited. She's finished. She has not been blocked yet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because it's cotton, like it's already draping the way I want it to drape, so I'll probably just block it to fix some like fix some tension problems. Besides that, she's done. She's finitoed. She's finished. Let me take this ponytail out. I probably look crazy, but yeah, she looks amazing. I wish I had better lighting for you guys, but my light died. Since this is such terrible lighting, I will show clips of when I arrive. I will show clips later on in better lighting because it is nighttime, but it is the day before I leave for study abroad. So, yes, it's nighttime, but I finished this before I left for study abroad, which was my goal. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown. The buttons, currently I have an owl button up here, and then the rest are just these like translucent kind of like white, silvery, I don't even know what color this is. And I kind of wish I just went for all of this instead of going for the owl one because it's a little too small for the buttonhole. So I'm probably going to sew this buttonhole a little bit closed so it looks better. I could not do, there's a folded over collar. I couldn't do the folded over collar because I was running out of yarn. Hold up. This is as much yarn as I had left over, and I would have had to double this. This is not enough. Not enough. So I just opted for just a one-way collar. Sorry if you can hear that car beeping. So I just opted for a one-way collar. It looks a little less neat, but it's still cute. The arm length, perfect. It goes to exactly where I want my arms to go. So when I block it, I know not to add any arm length. The body length, perfect. Hold up. Perfect. It goes exactly where I want my, ignore my t-shirt. It goes exactly where I want my cardigans to end. So I know I'm not going to add any length. My blocking would quite literally just be tension fixing. There you go. Whoa. I am so glad that I finished this before leaving for study abroad because I really wanted to wear this sweater while abroad. That was like my main goal. I really wanted a red cardigan for while I was abroad. So I'm so glad I finished this. I do have a few ends. Like I have some ends from where I joined yarn and the sleeves and whatnot that I need to go back and weave in, which I will do. I have a 6-hour layover and a 6-hour flight tomorrow, so I have plenty of time to do whatever the heck I want. So it'll be done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am glad to go into Ireland with no whips. Go into my study abroad, no whips. I can go there, I can pick out whatever yarn I want, and I can start knitting whatever I want. Why? Because I have no whips to worry about. I'm not bringing any with me. I am not bringing any excess yarn with me. I'm quite literally bringing a yarn to like so I can knit a hat while I'm on the plane, and that's it. The yarn I will obtain will be in Ireland when I go to a yarn store. I've already budgeted to buy yarn in Ireland, and I budgeted quite a bit because I'm going to be there for a while, so obviously I'm going to need to like keep buying yarn to keep doing projects, and I'm also going to want to bring some back. So that being said, this is the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next video. I took a little bit of a break between my last video and this video. I was going to put out like a small travel vlog, which I think I still want to put out. I just need to edit it, but I took a little bit of break, and that was so I can prepare my study abroad for you guys. So get ready for study abroad diaries. Study abroad diaries is starting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.